Now I'm down at the Arsenale, literally the Venetian Republic's arsenal, and in an old rope factory, which has cued many bad jokes from the art world over the years, there is an exhibition this year curated by the overall Biennale curator Massimiliano Gioni called the Encyclopedic Palace. This was the brainchild of the self-taught Italian-American artist Marino Auriti, who in 1955 logged with the US Patent Office the designs for an encyclopedic palace, a museum of everything, which, as you may glean from this model, was to be 136 stories tall and over 700 meters high. And the idea was it would encase the entire sum of human knowledge. Ambitious, but impossible. But it's that idea that the curator of the Biennale, Massimiliano Gioni, has taken in a bid to explore the entire range of the human imagination. Without in any way being too reductive, there is the sense of a journey. The feeling you get, it's walking through a giant cabinet of curiosities, a kind of Wunderkammer, where at every moment the eye is distracted, sometimes by familiar works of art, other times by things the like of which many of us will never have seen before. Amidst this extraordinarily compelling labyrinth, there's so many things one could pick, but there's two things that I want to share with you. The first is this unbelievable installation by the Vietnamese-born Danish citizen who now lives and works in Berlin, Dan Vo, who's had the remains of a Catholic church from Vietnam, where he grew up, in conjunction with all sorts of other objects, the most compelling of which is this, which is the stretcher on which Caravaggio's Nativity with St. Lawrence and St. Francis of Assisi was stolen in 1969. Now, this is an installation by an artist I've never heard of, an Italian called Rossella Biscotti, who went over to the women's prison on the Giudecca here in Venice, talked to the women and recorded them talking about their dreams and fantasies, and she's made a sound piece that fills the air. You can just about pick it up. But then she's made a series of structures out of compressed or compost bricks made from the detritus of their studio, and already these things are crumbling. Now, at the heart of Massimiliano Gioni's exhibition, he's handed over a space to an artist, the distinguished American Cindy Sherman, and she's curated a space which involves fellow artists like Paul McCarthy and Dwayne Hanson, and then a doll's house made by Robert Gober, and then a selection of her own photograph albums found from junk shops and flea markets, found images of family lives. Now, right at the end of the exhibition at the Arsenale is a piece by one of the patron saints, the presiding spirits of contemporary art, Bruce Nauman. And actually, looking at this work, you start to feel slightly nauseous and dizzy. But in a way, it's a fitting ending, because unlike previous biennales, where the curated dimension does feel like a mess, this exhibition is really beautifully judged, although it discombobulates you, it disorients you, and it leaves you feeling inspired, but nonetheless with your head spinning.